Hi, I'm Haley. I build content engines for women founders so you can show up, sell with your face, your voice, and your brand without actually posting every day yourself. You'll walk away from this video knowing what Nano Banana Pro is in plain English, why it matters more than the last 10 AI updates combined for your brand consistency problem, and the exact prompt I'm using this month to build months of assets. Stay through to the end. I made a prompt library for you and I'll tell you how to get it. Okay. The landscape. Up until now, every AI image tool had the same problem, character drift. You generate a photo of yourself once, it looks great. You generate a second one with the same prompt, subtly different jaw, slightly different eyes, nose is 2 millimeters off, but more than enough that across a full Instagram grid, your audience's brain picks up that your brand feels off, even if they can't articulate why. The workaround was Midjourney's character reference tag. It helped. It wasn't reliable, and you still had to regenerate 4 times to get one usable image. Nano Banana Pro is built on Gemini 3 Pro. Google DeepMind announced this month. The headline features, it can hold up to 5 character identities at once, it generates images up to 4K, and it understands nuanced editing instructions in plain language. Translation for our world, you can build a whole content series, your client, a testimonial, workshop slide, and every image holds its subject's faces. This one's a game changer. It writes texts inside images accurately in multiple languages, which means infographic you've been paying a designer for 80 pounds a pop to make, gone. That's a prompt now. Let me break down why 4K plus accurate text is a bigger deal than it sounds. When you're making brand assets as a coach, you're not just making Instagram squares, rectangles, you're making workshop decks, pitch screenshots, client onboarding PDFs, email headers, LinkedIn carousels. All of those need crisp resolution. Until now, AI images got pixelated the moment you zoomed past the phone screen, which meant you could use them on a reel, but you couldn't use them on a webinar slide without it looking cheap. And the text, every AI tool came up with weird ways of spelling and hieroglyphics. Before, you had to generate a blank card and then add text with Canva afterwards. Now you write photograph of a woman coach, honey lighting, holding a notebook that reads, "Your content engine is your community." And it comes back with the exact sentence spelled right in a font that makes sense for the image. Or upload an image of text that you want to use. That's the whole carousel workflow collapsed into one prompt. Oh, we love an AI creative director. So next we have the second thing, character consistency. Nano Banana Pro lets you lock up to 5 identities across a generation, which means if you coach women founders and you want to build an AI-generated case study series, your client's business moment, same aesthetic across 5 images. You can now do that in one tool without the faces melting. Here's the workflow I'm using. I pick 3 reference photos of myself, one smiling, one thoughtful, one mid-action, upload them with the instruction, lock this person's identity across all outputs. Call her Haley. I prompt Haley at a workshop stage, Haley at a kitchen counter laughing. What comes back is actually me. Same face, same energy, 3 different contexts, shot and lit consistently. My whole month of brand imagery generated in 20 minutes, not 12 hours with a photographer, and down 2K. This is underhyped, so I'm gonna say it again. You can lock 5 identities, which means if you want to make content that includes an AI version of a client with given permission, or a fictional persona that shows up across your Instagram as a recurring character, you can do that now. You could build a cast across months without retraining a model, without paying for a Laura. The prompt structure we use is identity, aesthetic, scene, text, and aspect ratio. So, for example, photograph of Haley, that's the identity locked from reference, cinematic afternoon, light, warm neutrals, Welsh coastal landscape behind her, seated with a notebook open, handwritten text in the notebook reads, "Your face should be selling while you sleep." 4K, 9:16 aspect ratio. When I get back, after it generates, what I get back is a real cover. It's me. It's on brand. It was the hook. It was the hook text already rendered. I can post it as is or animate it with Kling. And yes, we'll talk about Kling 3.0 another day because they just shipped their own massive update. One prompt, one asset, no designer, no Canva, no photo shoot. Do that 8 times with 8 scenes and you have a month of feed images. Here's the trap I want you to avoid. The mistake I already see women founders making, and myself included, using these tools to generate a version of themselves that isn't quite them. Hair is a bit too perfect, skin is a bit too smooth, jaw subtly sharper. The AI wants to make you look like the internet's idea of a coach, and that's not your brand. Your brand is your real face on your real worst days, still showing up. So when you upload reference photos, don't just use your best lighting. Use 3, a posed one, a candid one, and a low light one. The model averages them. You get a version of you that looks like you, not like a stock photo. AI should delegate your likeness, not replace it. And that's the line. Okay, your Monday morning move. 1, go to Gemini or Fel.ai. Try Nano Banana Pro. Upload 3 reference photos of yourself. Moving on to 2, build 1 prompt using the structure I just gave you. Identity, aesthetic, scene, text, and aspect ratio. Generate 5 variations, pick one, and post it this week. Comment visual on an Instagram story and it'll automatically send to you. We'll send you the Nano Banana Pro Coach Prompt Library. That's a mouthful. This is what I'm using for my own brand. It's free, no email list. It'll show up in your DMs in seconds. If this video moved something for you, subscribe. This channel is the free layer. I publish something like this every day on Instagram, weekly on YouTube, scripts, tools, automations, so you can spend less time making content and more time with your clients, getting those transformations, or spending time with family.